What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Wednesday, January 11th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, let's take a look at this NBA 8-game slate. So let's look at the point guard position. I like DeJounte Murray from the Atlanta Falcons, playing the Milwaukee Bucks, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. They're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing point guards. DeJounte Murray has averaged 40.5 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 36 minutes per game with a 25% usage rate. He's projected at 43.8 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.3 times value. He's $8,200 DraftKings salary. Same price on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 232.5 points scored in this game. And DeJounte Murray has scored 29, 29, and 40 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 37, 35, and 34 minutes. And DeJounte Murray, he's got a pretty good track record here versus the Bucks. He scored 37, 59, 41, and 52 fantasy points in his last 4 games versus the Bucks. So I like DeJounte Murray here versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. I like Zach LaVine from the Chicago Bulls, playing the Washington Wizards, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. They're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing shooting guards. Zach LaVine has averaged 38 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 35 minutes per game with a 28% usage rate. He's projected at 36.1 fantasy points here tonight. Now, that's 4.5 times value, but I think he can score 40 fantasy points or more here, get you 5 times value or more. He's $8,000 DraftKings salary, $500 more on FanDuel, and Zach LaVine has been on fire, scoring 48, 50, and 63 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 41, 34, and 38 minutes. So I like Zach LaVine here versus the Washington Wizards. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And then we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. So I got a value play for you here. I like Kenyon Martin from the Houston Rockets, playing the Sacramento Kings, who have the 11th worst defense overall, give up the absolute most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Kenyon Martin has averaged 20 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 24 minutes per game with a 17% usage rate. He's projected at 19.7 fantasy points here tonight, and that's 5.6 times value. He's only $3,500 DraftKings salary, $400 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 239 points scored in this game. Kenyon Martin has scored 21, 16, and 27 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 21, 22, and 24 minutes. So I like Kenyon Martin here versus the Sacramento Kings. Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. I like Joe Ingles from the Milwaukee Bucks playing the Atlanta Hawks, who have the 4th worst defense overall, give up the 2nd most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Now, Joe Ingles, he's averaged 14.8 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 20 minutes per game with an 18% usage rate, but he's projected at 17.3 fantasy points here tonight, and that's 5.2 times value because he's only $3,300 DraftKings salary, $900 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Vegas thinks there's going to be 232.5 points scored in this game, and Joe Ingles scored 30 and 14 fantasy points in his last 2 games, playing 28 and 19 minutes. So if Joe Ingles can put up 20 plus fantasy points, he's going to be a fantastic value play. He's got a great matchup coming off of a good game. I think he certainly can get it done here tonight. So I like Joe Ingles as a value play here versus the Atlanta Hawks.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, moving on to the center position, I like Al Horford from the Boston Celtics playing the New Orleans Pelicans, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, give up the 11th most fantasy points to opposing centers. Also eligible at the power forward position, Al Horford has averaged 24.7 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 30 minutes per game with a 12% usage rate. He's projected at 25.5 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.5 times value. He's $4,600 DraftKings salary, $400 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 229 points scored in this game, and Al Horford has scored 29, 19, and 25 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 33, 31, and 23 minutes. So I like Al Horford here versus the New Orleans Pelicans.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.